your manifestation coach, and welcome back to my channel. Usually, I talk about manifestation and law of attraction in my videos, but today I have something new. Recently, I read a book called as "Don't Believe Everything You Think" by a very young author known as Joseph Nguyen. Trust me, I haven't read this book, such kind of book, in a very long time. The concepts, the ideology which author has explained is out of the world. It's not a big book. It's very short book, and but the concepts are out of the world. It teaches us how to behave, how to live life fully without any kind of stress, tension, or any kind of negative things. Uh, the concepts which are explained in this book are very simple to understand, and even I was shocked to you know hear about these. So author directly comes into onto the point in the first chapter, where he explains that what is the root cause of suffering, um, directly. So even when I heard, I was up in shock. So as per author, the root cause of suffering is our own thinking. Yes, just thinking. I know you want to stop this video and just move out, but trust me, when you read this book, whatever author has said, it clarifies by its own. So when I say thinking, it's not don't think anything. For example, there is a thought and there's thinking. So when you take about a thought, for example, if I want to go somewhere, I want to earn something, I want to go money or anything. Now after the thought, the multiple thoughts comes, that is your thinking. For example, if I say if I want to earn 5 lakh rupees, this is a thought. But how do I earn it? Will I get it? Am I desirable? It's impossible. How to do it? This is the thinking, and that's is your problem. That makes us demotivated. That make gets us off the track, and this is what author is saying about it. You can take any kind of thought. A thought appears, but afterwards, when you think about that thought, makes you either very positive or either negative. But mostly we see a lot of thoughts makes us negative. So this is the thought versus thinking, which the main thing author wants to explain. And there's a story which author tries to explain the concept via a story known as the empty boat, where there's a Zen monk who joins a monastery and learns meditation. So he, as per his master, when he asks his master that how do I get into flow, into the meditation, how do I free your mind? And master says, it's within you. You don't need to go and find something, but it's the peace and everything is within you. The Zen monk is confused and he tries to meditate. um, as soon as he tries to meditate, he hears a lot of children playing around, so he gets disturbed. So he leaves this place and goes to a seashore, where under a tree he sits and he tries to meditate. Even there are a lot of birds and the different voices. It comes and it disturbs him, and again he gets irritated, and he goes out of there. He says, where the hell I should meditate? Then he says, okay, I'll go to the place where nobody comes. So he takes a boat and he goes in between the sea, stops the boat. He sees there is no one around, there is nothing, no wind, no nothing, and he meditates. So for a couple of minutes he does meditate and he likes it, and then finally thinks, yes, I found my essence of life. I can focus now. But his uh, concentration is short-lived, and he hears a noise. When boat, he sees a different boat coming from a distance, honking, and it makes a lot of noise. In panic, the Zen monk shouts towards the boat that stop, 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 stop. This is not the you're coming in the wrong direction. You have to stop. But the boat doesn't listen or doesn't stop. He becomes more angry, more irritated, and he starts abusing. But the boat still doesn't stop, and eventually it gets and rammed into his boat, and the boat stops. In frustration and irritation, the Zen monks goes into the boat to find who is into the boat, and he will just give to him. But he's surprised to find there is nobody in the boat, and by mistake, the boat was left out into the sea, and it just came sailing, and eventually it rammed into the Zen monk's boat. And to the surprise, the Zen monk said, "There is nobody in the boat and to whom I was shouting." And he realized that, you know, I'm getting angry, but it doesn't, actually it doesn't affect anybody else, because we are at the fault, because we are shouting, we are creating anger in us. And he learns a very big lesson there. Life is also in the same way, right? You just go, you anger, you give react to the situations, regardless of anybody's fault. But creating the anger, creating, punishing yourselves inside, it's your fault, right? It's you are responsible for that. So it's nobody's fault. Everybody around is an empty boat. They don't know what they're doing, right? So he finally goes to the Zen monk finally goes to his master, and he's able to meditate for long hours sitting, and understanding that there is no distraction outside, but that distraction is only inside. And finally, the monk's master says, "I think you finally found the peace." So it's a very good story which relates to our day-to-day situation, how we deal with people, and how we deal with the day-to-day situations. And that's what author tries to explain here. Even going further chapters, um, the author also explains that if you stop, people say that if you stop thinking, if you stop learning about things, how do we complete our ambitions? How do we grow in their life? So how do we achieve our goals? So author says here there are two types of goals: goals based on inspiration and goals based on desperation. So the goals based on desperations are mostly the ones where I want to earn money because I want to do this. I want to do this because I want to earn money. You see, there are two things. There's no direct goal. There's something in between, and then you want to achieve that. You need to earn money so that you can buy that, so that you can be happy. You need to do works so that you can buy this, so that you can earn money. So there's no direct goal which you have. So these goals are based on desperation. On the contrary, there are goals based on inspiration. You know, Various cricketers, singers. You know, if you ask them what they wanted to become, they would say, no, without a doubt, I wanted to become this. And if you ask them why, they wouldn't have an answer. They would just say, I was, I just, it makes me happy. That's it. Money is the byproduct, but it just makes me happy. That's what the author says. These are the goals out of inspiration, and that's what we need to focus on our day-to-day life. And also, there are some more things. There are actually a lot of things where uh, the author tries to explain. Um, so, so some people also say, how do we stop thinking? There's these negative situations and stress are always around us. How do we generate? How we think? How we create a positive thought? So author says there is no need to create a positive thought to become a happy. We are inbuilt with happiness, with peace, with love, with joy. We just can't see clearly to it. Once this cloud of confusion is gone, you will really see that there's nothing left rather than peace, rather than love, rather than joy inside you. And this clarity will come only and only after when you read such books, when you focus on positive thoughts, when you do meditation, which I always tell to my the members who join my workshop and ask me advice that how do we clear our mind. Meditation is the best way to do it. So these things help to clear us and help to know what who we actually are. Okay, I hope I explained. I could explain some good things to this book. If you get a chance, you may read this or watch online YouTube videos if you get a chance. Right. Okay. So give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you really felt I could deliver some important message to you, and you may subscribe my channel if you want to see such more beautiful videos. And I'll be glad to give it. Yeah. All right. So thank you. See you into the next video.